everyone, it's tired here. Yes, I'm tired. But that was my fault. That's what you get when you have a Formula 1 session on at like 4 AM and whatever. But it was worth it, okay? It probably will be in a couple of days' time. But yes, hello everyone, it's Liam Catterson here with episode number 9 of Jessica Jones Season 2, which is called Shark in the Bathtub, Monster in the... I can't deal with this. Long ass titles in the morning. But yes, Shark in the Bathtub, Monsters in the Bed. Try saying that when you're drunk. So, last time out we had a little mother-daughter bonding going on with Alisa and Jessica, and it was going all swimmingly until someone decided to shoot at A-list investigations, or Jess, or Alisa, or whatever went on. Whatever happened, yeah, that, calm, nice nature that we had, it all ended quickly because it spooked Alisa, and, now shit's going down, so it'll be interesting to find out what happens there. Like, is there any way to, keep Alisa calm and, I guess, sedated, in a sense, because, Jessica doesn't want to see her mother do this. She doesn't want to see, her mother keep lashing out whenever distressful. Like, it's not even something life-threatening. It can be little distractions like the baby crying in episode 5. So she needs to find a way to, keep this nice, balanced attitude going forever and ever and ever. But yeah, it's probably not going to happen, but we'll just have to wait and see. There's also a little bit of hope for Jerry as well, of course, with her ALS stuff going on. She's found a healer, of course, in Shane Ryback, I believe he's called. Because of course the intention is to release him, but whether that is to be the case, who knows, because they're all celebrating and it's like, yay, I'm gonna get cured and it's happy days and all that kind of jazz. And, whenever people celebrate too early before the, actual thing happens, it's usually bad news. So that's why I'm thinking, it's not going to go so swimmingly, is it, for Jerry? But we'll just wait and see. I mean, I was proven wrong about Griffin. I think we all were. I think we were all expecting him to be some kind of IGH baddie or whatever. But no, he was just, all he was doing was planning a proposal, which went down the gutter. Anyways, rambling on too long enough, this morning is just getting to me. So without further ado, it's Jessica Jones, episode number 9 of Season 2. We're almost complete with Season 2, which has absolutely been insane these last couple of episodes. So without further ado, let's roll. There we go. Here's where you went wrong. If you had Frank Castle with you, or Grant Ward, then Alisa would be dead. You're just a shit show. Go on, Alisa. Go on, snap his neck. Shit. Deal devastation to him. Go.
Mom!
Don't do this. Oh shit. Oh. I don't think let's just sedate him. I don't think a next move would be wise. Would it, Pryce?
I can finish this.
You want to kill him?
No, I don't want to. But I should.
You laid one finger on him and you are dead to me again.
Alright.
She doesn't want... Yeah, she doesn't... Yeah, she's just giving out...
It's
interesting how she's saying she should. Goes back to my Predator comment in the last episode.
I'm gonna find another option for you.
It's instinct for her.
Something that isn't the raft. But until then, he isn't...
How about a happy ending? This does not have a happy ending.
Kidnapping. All you, by the way. We're both in this now.
Well, it's better than a murder.
Shit.
Mom, wake up!
It's like kind of sleepwalk kind of phase, isn't it? There we go.
You're here. I always dream about you. Losing you over and over again. Same.
Ooh. I'm just loving how they're developing this story.
Why am I the only one who is prepared to step up and give a damn?
Because the
That's
rest
the
of us
thing,
want to
like,
live our lives, and I'm sorry
Yeah,
if yours
normality
isn't up to par.
needs to kick in, but she's just like, nah. Jess ain't dealing with this. I'm gonna deal with this somehow. of course, murder is not really
Hey, fancy lawyer
excusable.
pants.
No news about Pryce being missing yet.
Maybe nobody cares about Pryce.
Butter and jam.
What? You used to love this. Just eat your spaghetti.
You're still a terrible cook.
Some things never change.
Gonna hate when this all fragments,
like
isn't
this,
it?
you know.
I'm gonna hate it.
You did not cause that accident. Your father did. Took his eyes off the road. He was a shitty driver.
Throw Dad under the bus because he's not here to defend himself.
It was his fault.
Jesus.
This whole time you've been blaming yourself? Okay. Look,
Damn, I'm just feeling so...
that
Just
feeling
give
that
her a
you have
hug.
when you're behind...
She feels this whole such... I mean... I just love how caring,
What are
like,
you doing?
Alisa... Oh, she's getting rid of the ashes. I was gonna say, I'm just loving how, like... These
But
disposal...
is that supposed to make me feel better?
Feel how you feel.
But...
You have nothing to forgive yourself for.
You're not exactly the best judge of
That's the
that.
thing, though.
I
Alisa,
do
like,
what I have to,
being
and
so
the only way to
comforting.
live with it, I just want us to have time together.
Maybe a
Just
brand
so
new
we get to
start.
know each other again. What if he wakes up and we're just gone? What if we're gone and we're
That might work.
happy?
Just give him a couple of punches to the face before you go. I think he deserves it. I think we can all agree that. But murder, bit extreme.
Oscar?
Jail,
Sonia took Vito.
okay. Oh
What?
no. You can see she absolutely is desperate to unleash hell on Pryce, but Jessica ain't having it. Gonna knock him out even more. Just so he doesn't wake up and be like, hey, hey, go.
Let's go.
The smile on her face, though.
Show is bullshit. I've been spouting
Imagine just
bullshit.
being in
Wake
the
up,
car,
people. Face
like-
the truth. Bad shit happens every day, and every single goddamn person has the power to do something about it. So do something. I'm going to, starting with throwing off the covers and getting the hell off this shitty show. I quit. Yes.
No, nada, imagínate. No, llamé a una amiga para que me
If
ayudara.
that wasn't a red, I don't know what was.
It's not here.
What?
Captain America. Vito want to go on a trip without
He's in
Cap.
Wakanda.
She's trying to get him out of the country any way she can.
Also a border crossing in Niagara Falls.
Hey, that's Stan Lee. Oh boy, we're gonna try. Yeah, I was gonna say, try and catch up to it. Here we go. I was gonna say she needs mother's help. I love this.
I think he's better off with a mother who isn't in prison.
Ooh.
I got nothing left.
I was gonna say she could take comfort in the fact that she helped, I guess, save a little civil duty. Well, for Oscar, definitely. For the passengers, it's gonna be a right piss take, because now their, like, journey has been aborted. This is powerful. This is... Holy crap. I think it's done. I think she's
Blogs
big,
will step
like...
up and do a mea culpa.
Ian, I'm done.
Damn, that was just
You know, I
powerful.
don't care what the bloggers say. Anyone blogging about
Considering
should find something better
season...
to blog. Goodbye.
Considering season 2 for Jerry has been this difficult journey, I think that was definitely such a powerful moment.
Really powerful stuff. Whatever spark made you do what you did, hold on to it.
I will. See you tomorrow.
Sometimes shooting the shit is good stuff. I mean, I'm a bit in the middle with how Trisha's handling this, because of course you see there's a reason why she wants to bring justice to Alisa, who she doesn't know who's Trisha's mother, but you know, she's got a point as well. Oh shit! shit, it's empty. Ho ho.
This time I've been repressing my strength, hiding it. But what if we used it?
For the greater good. Oh
I
no,
could
here we
do
go.
something.
Working together, oh, is Pryce finally woken up? That's the thing though, I think she's got a good heart, but, you know, it's that instinct, isn't it? Whenever something distressed happens,
Time to
that
talk
monster.
some sense into a shark.
No amount of sense will make him stop. Let me protect us.
I don't need your protection.
That's the thing,
I'll lose you
she's
again.
using aggressive
I can
means, but she's
convince
trying
him.
to, in her mind,
We
to
could
be
eliminate
protective.
the threat.
Even if I could control you, I could never change you.
Who doesn't wish they could change something about their mother?
No,
So
this
that's
is
what you would do.
completely instinct.
If I wasn't here, you would kill him.
Yeah. You want to be spooked, Pricey. Oh, this is
Do you remember
horrible.
trying to...
Oh, fudge.
That thing out in the world?
That thing is my mother.
Yeah, it's the same
She ripped
thing.
my friend apart. He had kids.
I know.
She's a murderer. You can't change that instinct.
Not even with a sniper rifle.
Damn.
I didn't want
Damn,
any
this
cops to die.
is absolutely
Why I did it? She's got to be stopped.
a powerful, like, topic.
I know you know that.
Detective Costa. Are you anywhere near my apartment?
This is how you lose your mother, because she was going back to that monologue. How do I
The killer
keep
is
my mother? This is how I, yeah. Yeah, not the best idea, Pryce. Well, running, yes, but you weren't really gonna look good anyways. Oh, here we go. Shit. It was all great while it lasted. The way they're just doing this whole story is... You hurt your daughter. Oh, the way they're doing this story is just absolutely intense. Oh, shh. I'm done. I'm freaking done. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Here we go. They were quick.
Neither of us get a happy ending.
Say that.
This is how I lose my mom.
There we go. That moment she called the cops, that's how she lost her mother. Whew. They're doing a really, really fantastic job. Especially, like, some superhero stuff, they'll use the enemy is a parent kind of thing, or a friend's relative maybe, but I don't know, the way they're going around this is a unique concept, especially with Jess's situation where she's, like, in this struggle, like, what do you do? And we've seen that conflict within the past couple of episodes, like she's been in this completely different mindset, this mindset of loss, of struggle, where she doesn't even know what to do, and it's just really, really great to see, because, like, I don't know, it's like a great big test for, I had no idea, like, the main threat for, like, when season 1 ended, I was thinking, okay, David Tennant is a phenomenal actor, and the way Kilgrave was presented in season 1, I don't know if they're going to top that threat. And I don't know, this is kind of on par. Like, it's not the person, I don't think it's pretty much the person who is the threat themselves. It's the, you know, the struggle, the mental battle that Jess is having. Like, what do you do with your mother, who is a killer? Like, she's been in this struggle for these past couple of episodes about, you know, can you change her? Like, is this going to work out? All that kind of stuff. And Pryce even said, like, I mean, as much of a dick Pryce is, I mean, you can't change someone like her, especially someone who acts on instinct, not someone who, you know, does this because they feel like it, not someone like Kilgrave. This is instinct for her. It's written into her DNA. If she feels threatened or there is a disturbance for her, she will turn hostile. And, you can't, I mean, life is not a happy trail of roller coasters. Something's going to go wrong. You can't just live life as, happily as you can, because there's going to be some bumps in the road. There's going to be a lot of bumps in the road for anyone, even the happiest person on earth. They'll experience, some bumps and all that. And that's the problem. You can't, unless you just nanny sit, your mother 24/7, then you can't really keep doing this. And I think just having her locked away is going to be the best. Well, I'm at a struggle to say that because, with everyone, like, whenever a villain, gets taken to jail, like, a few episodes before the season ends, you kind of expect them to escape. I use the villain term loosely, of course, because she's not really a full-blown villain. She's just a conflicted character, of course, she doesn't want to do harm. She wants to do good, but she has bad intentions as well. She wants to be there for Jessica. She wants to, you even saw when, she was trying to retrieve Vito, should I say, and from Oscar. Like, that was willing from her. Like, she was willing to help out that situation. So it's not like she was like, just screw it. And it's a nice little parallel to when Kilgrave was wanting to help out, but, that was Jessica having to, put her hands in dirty to, get Kilgrave to see good. Whereas with Alisa, she's wanting to help out, of course, but she's got this problem where she just snaps to her aggressive self, and it's never pretty. Even in small doses, like, it can be a pretty big problem. Like, when that picture frame, for example, she broke that, of course, because she felt so much rage there. Like, it's pretty great, but like I said, she wants to do good things, I feel. She's got a kind of a good heart. But it's that, like I said in the last episode, it's that monster personality that takes over her. And it's just instinct. She even said, I don't want to, but I should. When they were talking about, you're not going to murder Pryce. I don't want to, but I should. She's got that choice of saying, I don't want to do this. Like, if it were up to me, I wouldn't. But because there's this other personality inside me that's saying, do it, like, it's grasping a hold of my mind, I can't help it because it, like, consumes me. So, they're doing a really, really good job with this whole Alisa story. Ever since, the reveal came out, we've not just gotten to know more about Alisa and why she does what she does, but she's just become a fascinating character, and the chemistry between both Jessica and Alisa is just so beautiful to watch, of course, until, the whole commotion started when she called the detective, of course, because now that relationship, it was just so great to see, Jessica, in this kind of struggle, but also wanting to, be there for her mother. But that's the thing, she's in a conflicting situation, because Trish, of course, came by earlier, and she's still holding on to the fact that Jess is still holding on to the fact that IGH is, water under the bridge, basically. Like, she because of her mother and because of the situation, because she was wanting to try and change it for the greater good, like, you even had these kind of, like, chapter indicators, that Kristen was narrating, like, how do I, keep my mother? This is how I keep my mother, and then this is how you lose your mother, kind of thing. But yeah, that's the thing. With Trish, it was a conflicting situation because, of course, Trish is still, nailed down to this whole, this purpose to try and stop everything related to IGH, close them down for good, like execute. I don't know with the kind of drugs she's on. She was on, because of course that's all gone, which I'll get to in a minute. But, she just wanted to put the final nail in the coffin for the IGH stuff and, bring justice to those who do bad, whether it be Dr. Carl, whether it be Alisa, who, of course, I'm going to be very, very intrigued to see what her reaction is when Jess tells the truth. She's got this purpose, and Jess, Jess can, I guess, trust her maybe. Of course, with the mindset, that's another conflicting situation, because can you trust someone who, is out of it? But, Jess, of course, before she was willing to do this, but of course with, the mother revelation and her trying to tap into her mother, it's like, but nah, that was a brilliant episode. There was a lot of deep, moments in that episode, especially, Hogarth, like when, that guy tried to, I assume, heal her from her ALS, because you saw the emotion go through Jerry. It was just a powerful scene. It was just so powerful, just seeing her emotion, just seeing her, kind of break down. And, yeah, it was a really, really touching and fitting scene, considering the journey that, Jerry's been on this season. But I've really, really, loved seeing, that scene, because it was such a powerful scene. Like I said, I wanted to get onto Trish as well, because that's going to be very, very interesting to find out what happens to her, like how much she'll fall because now she's out of Simpsons' magical inhaler, kind of. I'm assuming the next episode she's going to be like looking all over the place to find supplies that can keep her on top, like top up the inhaler kind of thing. Like she's going to be looking all around or something like that, because of course, she's now got a big gig with ZCN, and legit this time. Of course, there was an interview supposed to happen, but we all know where that was going. But yes, it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens to Trish now, because now she's out. Now her every time we see her, we won't be able to see that anymore. Every time she puts up, because it's not happening anymore unless she does find another supply, which I do doubt, but, it's not going to stop her from searching all over, because, she'll be needing that. She's addicted to the stuff. And, she'll be, she's not going to be like, there's no more left. Well, boo-hoo. She's gonna be desperate for it, surely. That's how I imagine it. But, I was just impressed with her rant on, Trish Talk as well, because, she was putting her foot down. Like I said, I understand her point, because, you can't excuse what IGH, the stuff revolving at IGH, you can't excuse Alisa stuff, and that's why, Jess did what she did, because she's not going to adapt. And, you can't, it's difficult as well when you're in Jess's shoes. That's the problem, because you've lost your mother once. You don't want to lose her again. And you want to, you're seeing this demon that's inside of her. And all you want to do is rectify it. It's your mother, for crying out loud. I want to talk a bit more about that, actually, because there was some scenes that were really, really great. But, yeah, I understand Trish's, desperation to bring down everything revolving IGH, how she is. Because of course, you're looking from her perspective. She doesn't even know about the whole mother situation. And you have to remember, she was still the same person who killed Simpson as well. So, there's that bit of vengeance as well. And what they've done is pretty bad stuff. So she's just trying to do some good. Whereas, there's that, difficulty for Alisa, because of course she keeps snapping back to the monstrous personality, but Trish genuinely wants to do some good. And, it's a sticky situation, so I can understand, even though there have been a few infuriating scenes with Trish this season, of course with the whole inhaler situation, but, I can see why. I can see why she's so desperate to do this kind of stuff. But like I said, I want to snap back to the, to the Alisa Jessica scenes, because there were a few great scenes, like all of their scenes. Like I said, the chemistry between them two is just so mesmerizing to watch. and it just feels so unique and brand new. Every scene they have together, it feels so great, and the way they're telling this story between Jessica and Alisa is absolutely great. There was a couple of scenes though that I really loved, especially the whole blame incident when Jessica was, you know, revealing the fact that she kept blaming herself, and her mother was, you know, saying, well, it was your father's fault, to be fair. I mean, yes, we might have had differences quite a bit, but she was adamant on the fact that if she was the driver, this whole IGH stuff, Jessica Jones, wouldn't have been created. Yeah, if she was driving, then this all wouldn't have happened. But you know, the mother-daughter bonding was really neat stuff. Anyways, the Oscar scenes as well. You know, I just love how that's progressed from him, you know, not wanting anything to do with Inhumans because he fears that Vito might have his life negatively affected by them, to, you know, the opposite end of the spectrum, basically, because without Jess, without Alisa, he wouldn't have gotten Vito back. So it's great to see that contrast from the beginning of the season. But yeah, it was just really good. The struggle between, you know, the struggle that, you know, Jess had in, you know, Eliza's argument, you know, what do we do with Pryce? Like, oh, we should kill him and that, or we could just start anew, like, all that kind of stuff. The arguments were just really great, and it was just so great to see the conflict in Jessica. Like, she was struggling, and it's just really great that we have this kind of psychological battle inside Jessica, because, like, this is a situation where she's like, what the hell do I do with the fact that my mother, who was thought dead and is now back, who is now pulled the Lazarus, basically. What do I do with the fact that she's back from the dead, and, you know, she is like me, but she just snaps into this monstrous personality? Like, I don't even know what to do. It's an interesting perspective, especially from a character like Jessica. So I'm just really loving everything at the minute, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens next. With Alisa inevitably breaking out and causing more harm in the outside world, I do have a feeling that Jess is going to have to kill her. As harsh as that might be, sometimes that's, I think, the best way to move forward. Like, she lost her once, and she's going to have to lose her again because, you know, she can't keep living like this. So I have a bad feeling that Elisa's going to have to die permanently this time, for the greater good. It's going to kill Jessica, but I mean that is expected for, you know, seeing someone who's returned from the dead, and having to put them out of their misery. Like, especially with Jessica, who's had so many demons in her life, that is to be expected. It should be interesting to see how they deal with, like, Elisa's inevitable escape, all that kind of stuff. It's looking really juicy, especially in the second half, and I'm just loving how, you know, Jessica Jones Season 2 is shaping up. It's just been a bloody brilliant journey, and I'm definitely seeing this as my top 3 contenders for Netflix shows at the minute, because Season 2 has just been absolutely... I haven't had any problems. It's just been fascinating, especially with the Alisa and Jessica story, as well as other areas, but, you know, the way they're handling the main storyline is just absolutely perfection. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my Media Pizza channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!